cool stuff today. I swapped out. I bought this dewalt from Home Depot. It's the closest thing to a commercial unit I could afford. They're only about $800. So, I made my little crappy wagon, blah blah, whatever. So, not real impressed with the AAA. I can tell you that much. Nothing but problems. Worked good for about a month or two. I don't know if it's the commercial use that's wearing it out. I've already had to replace the valves a couple times in the manifold, and it stopped working again on me the other day. And I was like, I've had enough of this thing. This valve I could never change. I got these three out, no problem. These two out, no problem. This one, as you can see, I went at it hard. Maybe I had the wrong size wrench or something, but obviously I stripped that one out. I did everything I could, all the heat and WD-40 and anything you can think of to get that out of there. Could never change that one. But also had tons of problems with, so there was a spring, I think the first spring that was in my chemical injector, the chemical injector stopped working like the second time I used this thing. And over time, the thing started losing pressure. Eventually, after replacing these valves a bunch, I discovered that the spring from the injector was broken and mangled up and in the orifice of there was something on here. I forget whatever. It was in the little orifice, and that was clogging it up. Got that fixed. Thing worked pretty great after that. Started giving me problems again. Friday, Sunday, I got my part from Amazon today. I said, screw this AAA piece of junk. Even when I called the guy at the shop, he was saying that, they're just not that good. So I was like, hell, I'm going to get me the $200 one off of Amazon, see how it works. Even if I have to replace it every 4 months, the $200 just doesn't seem like that expensive. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to cranking this bad boy up. This thing is $200 on Amazon. 4 gallon per minute, 4,400 PSI, I think, or around that area, 4,000 PSI. That's what this machine had on it before. Previously, it had the EW44 on it. Real hard to find parts for this thing. Real hard to find replacement. The replacement pump was $800. The pressure washer was $800. So I wasn't going to pay for another pump that cost the same as the pressure washer. So looking forward to seeing how this one does. All right. Ultimately, I'm seeing a pump that works. I mean, I probably was on it for maybe 30 minutes, just spraying around the house, the steps and random things, just to see if it was going to hiccup at all. Whenever I let off the trigger, it does do this, and I don't know if that's normal. The Simpson pump didn't do that. Only issue that I don't like about any of my pumps that I have so far, the old one and the new one, is I haven't taken the time to build a real unloader, like where it feeds back, the water feeds back, and I think that might be some of the problems I'm having. What I do is I always try to leave my valve open. The moment I'm done using the gun, I unhook it and leave the valve open just to let it run. And if it's going to be anything longer, I turn it off. I really try to avoid letting this thing overheat, but I think that might be part of the reason why my first pump wore out so quick. I'm going to try to get like a proper unloader and not just, the built-in one that I think the one that's built in just kind of like when the pressure builds up, it just releases a little pressure, but I don't really think that's sufficient. So, all right, there's my little review of this Toolsy water pump. I must say, it's kind of hot, but that's to be expected. It came with oil in it, like I guess they usually do. It mounted right up to my Honda. I think that's what DeWalt uses, a Honda. I don't know what the CCs is on it, but it's this unit right here. It might be in reverse since I've got the reverse camera on. DeWalt 4,400 PSI, 4 gallon per minute. So you can look up the specs on that online if you're interested. But I've seen this unit used a lot. It's typical for the 4 gallon per minute machines to use this Honda. So, all right, man, I'm really excited about getting to work tomorrow with my new pump. All right, thanks for watching.